So I guess today is officially the very first day of enjoying my trip. I don't want to start it off on a negative note, but I am spent after that long trip. Clearly, I am just not in the right space physically, is what it is. But I am en route, more or less. I'm not actually going to go there, but to the place where I spent like 4 weeks camping, Lonesome Mesa and all this other stuff. Back in 2021, if you watch those video series, I have spent quite a bit of my time exploring all the canyons and off-roading and doing all this stuff. This is why on this trip there's really not any off-roading whatsoever. I just want to enjoy, these parts by foot. So, to get you an idea in terms of bearings, over there, those are La Salle Mountains. The tallest one, I think, is Mount Pay something. Moab is kind of like behind this ridge over there. Arches National Park is right, sort of like there-ish somewhere. That's the entrance road that you see in the back that goes into Canyonlands National Park. It kind of snakes its way for, I don't know how many miles. I'm just gonna say at least 50 miles to like the beginning of the park. And this is the thing that a lot of people don't think about, right? If you stay in Moab, that's like 18 miles to get to the turn. And then it's like another 30, 40, 50 miles just to the beginning of the park, not to mention the actual park, which is ginormous. So, in the back behind me, that's Merrimack, and whichever one that one is. I think there's a better viewing point somewhere, but Moab is one of those contrasting places that's best explored when you're far away from people. Sort of behind this little bush, there's a fairly large group of people who are very, very vocal. And mercifully, if you put enough distance between yourself and it gets a little bit quieter, if you know what I mean. There you could see how the road is snaking its way. Neck situationship. I have a feeling it's something to do that I did yesterday. I pulled up to the Maverick, which is the gas station where you get water and dump tanks and all this other stuff. And in my bag, I couldn't find the wrench to turn the stupid cap on the to dump the tanks. So I have the wrench tool, but the wrench tool apparently isn't for the cap. So I'm like, crap. So I start tugging on it, and eventually I found the wrench. It was just in a different bag. But by that point, I might have already twisted something somewhere. I need to get this addressed, because clearly last few years of dealing with this has been quite something. But that being said, the one thing I don't have to worry about in the future is having to drive that grueling drive. I had an idea in the past where I was just gonna spend like a week or however long driving here, storing the stuff, and just flying right back. But the thought of traveling all this way not to be able to appreciate and enjoy. These are the loud people in the back. You'd think that there's 50 of them when they communicate. The wind is blowing from that direction, that's why it's kind of drowning out the noise. So, anyways, great mistakes have been done. I have learned quite a few things. Going forward, there's going to be some things happening. Another thing that I didn't anticipate, now it's not really that big of a deal right now, per se. I charge every single drone, every single battery, every single everything. Guess what? DJI, LaSalle, created their LiPo batteries to self-drain. So in the time that I drove here, most of them drained half of their freaking batteries. So that's something else I need to roll into my to-do list, meaning that, like, if I come, let's say by plane, and start driving, I need me like a solid legit day where I just need to charge everything there is to charge. And this is the reason why I took the battery banks with me, so that I, have at least the option to do that. Anyways, my goal today is to hit up a few places, to and from, this and that. Oh, my key fob stopped working for the truck. That's another thing. Good thing I took 2 sets of keys with me. My alarm was going off this morning. I tried to open it, didn't, so I don't know if my battery is dead or what, but something I'll have to address. Alright, I'll see you at the next location.